Welcome to Old Chiller Coin.
The 1980 to Kennedy half dollar is an official coin of the United States of America issued by the
U.S. Mint as part of America's enduring tribute to
President John F. Kennedy, whose portrait appears on the obverse side of the coin. The word liberty curves gracefully along the top, symbolizing the core value upon which the United States was founded, while the national motto "In God We Trust" reflects the country's historical faith and identity. First introduced in 1964, shortly after President Kennedy's
assassination, the half dollar was
created not merely as currency,
but as a symbol of remembrance, unity, and national pride. By 1982, the Kennedy half dollar was struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, replacing the earlier
silver versions, yet it retained
the same powerful design that collectors
around the world recognize instantly.
The reverse side proudly displays the presidential seal along with the denomination half dollar, emphasizing its status as legal tender of the United States. Although not commonly used in everyday
transactions, the 1982 Kennedy half dollar remains a highly
respected collectible valued for its
historical significance
rather than precious metal content. For collectors and historians
alike, this coin represents a moment in American history where leadership, legacy, and national
emotion were permanently engraved into metal, making it far
more than just 50 cents. It is a lasting symbol of
American heritage. Its journey through the
decades, the 1982 issue emerged during a quiet yet significant phase in American
monetary history, a time
when the half dollar was slowly
fading from everyday circulation,
but gaining a new identity as a collectible symbol.
By the early 1980s, Americans were relying
more heavily on smaller denominations,
credit systems, and electronic transactions, causing larger coins like the half dollar to be used less frequently in daily life.
This shift meant that many 1982
Kennedy half dollars were stored away in bank vaults, drawers, and personal collections rather than being actively circulated, unintentionally preserving
a portion of these coins in better condition
than later years. Despite being composed of copper
and nickel rather than silver, the 1982 Kennedy half dollar retained a strong
emotional connection to the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, whose image continued to inspire respect and remembrance across
generations. The craftsmanship of the coin reflects the U.S. Mint's commitment to consistency,
with Kennedy's profile remaining dignified and timeless, while the reverse presidential seal reinforces the authority and continuity
of the American government. Over time, collectors began to view coins like the 1982 half dollar not simply as
modern currency, but as historical
markers representing the transition of the United
States from a metal-backed monetary culture toward a modern financial system.
This era marked the point where symbolism
outweighed metal value and meaning
surpassed material worth. Today, the 1982
Kennedy half dollar stands as a
reminder that history does not always reside in ancient or
silver-rich coins.
Sometimes it lives quietly in overlooked pieces of everyday money, carrying stories of national change, public memory, and the enduring image of a
leader whose legacy was immortalized in American
coinage. By the early 1980s, the Kennedy half dollar, particularly the 1982 issue,
had transitioned from a coin of everyday circulation to one that was increasingly valued by collectors for its historical significance, artistic detail, and connection to the legacy of
President John F. Kennedy, struck
in a copper-nickel clad composition rather than the original 90%
silver of 1964. The 1980 to Kennedy half dollar
still bore the familiar obverse portrait of Kennedy, facing left with his profile rendered in dignified relief,
flanked by the word liberty and the national motto "In God We Trust," while the reverse proudly displayed the presidential seal and the denomination
half dollar, clearly marking it as legal tender of the United States.
This coin was produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, identifiable by its absence or presence of mint marks.
And while most circulated coins were spent and last to everyday use,
a significant number were preserved in collections,
creating the foundation for its emerging rarity in higher grades.
Today, the 1982
Kennedy half
dollar commands attention not for silver content, but for its place in modern
American numismatics.
Circulated coins typically hold their face value of 50 cents, while uncirculated examples can reach $2 to $5.
And coins in pristine mint state
particularly those certified by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC,
may sell for $20 to $50 depending on condition.
Moreover, error coins from this year,
including off-center strikes, double dies, or clip planchets, have become highly sought after,
occasionally fetching
hundreds of dollars at auctions.
due to their rarity and verified minting mistakes. Collectors and historians alike recognize that the 1982 Kennedy half dollar embodies more than monetary function. It serves as a physical testament to a transformative period in American currency, bridging the era of silver coins with modern clad coinage while commemorating a president whose legacy continues to resonate. The coin's enduring appeal lies in its combination of historical narrative,
national symbolism, aesthetic quality, and collectible potential, making it a coin that quietly preserves the stories of a generation,
invites careful examination,
and rewards those who recognize
its subtle significance within the broader tapestry
of United States numismatic history. As
collectors and enthusiasts began to examine the 1982
Kennedy half dollar more closely,
its significance evolved beyond mere monetary value, highlighting a unique intersection of history, artistry, and numismatic interest. While the coin was no longer part of daily transactions, it became a quiet but powerful symbol of the era, reflecting the continued
reverence for President Kennedy and the
enduring ideals of the United States, encapsulated in the word liberty and the motto "In God We Trust." The 1982 issue,
struck in copper nickel clad, offered a durable,
long-lasting design that preserved the details of Kennedy's profile, the presidential seal, and the denomination even after years of circulation. Collectors soon realized that despite its apparent commonness, coins in excellent condition were surprisingly scarce, and professional grading revealed subtle differences that could dramatically affect value.
Uncirculated coins, particularly those certified as Miss 65 or higher,
began attracting attention on secondary markets, with prices ranging from $20 to $50, while exceptional specimens and error coins, such as those with off-center strikes, double dies,
or minting irregularities could sell for several $100s or more,
reflecting the scarcity and collector demand beyond market value. The 1982 Kennedy half dollar serves as a tangible connection to American history,
a coin that witnessed economic shifts,
changes in everyday currency use, and the evolution of modern coinage practices. Its continued appeal lies in its ability to tell a story
of a nation honoring a beloved leader,
of meticulous mint craftsmanship, and of the way ordinary objects can quietly preserve extraordinary historical narratives.
For numismatists, historians, and casual collectors alike,
this coin is a reminder that the most seemingly everyday pieces of currency can carry layers of meaning, legacy, and value, waiting to be discovered,
studied, and appreciated
decades after they were first struck at the US Mint. As the 1982 Kennedy half dollar
continued to circulate among collectors and casual holders alike.
Its story deepened with every detail that numismatists uncovered,
demonstrating that the coin is far more than a simple piece of currency.
Over time, the coin's design and production
revealed subtle nuances in minting techniques,
with variations in strike clarity, rim sharpness, and surface luster contributing significantly to its collectible value. Although most coins were used in everyday transactions, a careful eye would spot those that
retain crisp details, bright surfaces, and full inscriptions,
instantly elevating their desirability in the eyes of collectors. The US Mint's production practices in 1982
emphasized consistency, yet natural variations occurred due to die wear and quality control measures,
creating a spectrum of coins from common, circulated examples to highly prized uncirculated pieces. Beyond their physical characteristics, these coins carry the weight of historical significance. They were minted during a period when Americans were shifting toward electronic banking
and smaller denominations,
making large half dollars less common in daily use and thereby increasing the scarcity of well-preserved examples. So the next time you stumble upon a Kennedy half dollar in your drawer or change, don't just see 50 cents, see history, legacy, and a story frozen in metal.
This seemingly ordinary coin could hold secrets that most people overlook,
from rare errors to pristine mint state survivors,
and its true value might surprise even the most casual collector.
Remember, every coin tells a story, and the 1982 Kennedy half dollar whispers the tale of a nation,
a president, and a moment in time that will never be forgotten. So before you spend it, examine it, appreciate it,
and who knows,
you might be holding a piece of history worth far more than its face value.